I'm Jamie Oliver.
I'm Thomas Keller.
I'm Alice Waters.
I am José Andrés.
And this is where we like to eat when we're traveling. For me, Lamy Louis.
That's my...
Lamy Louis.
For us, Lamy Louis.
I always love the terrine.
Foie gras.
Which is absolutely delicious.
Agree. Agree.
They do a leg of lamb there, and they carve it at the table.
I'll try that.
But it's all good, isn't it?
So good and so historical. I love that.
What do you have when you're there?
I have the terrine of foie gras and roast chicken.
Yeah.
The next time I'm going to have the terrine of foie gras and leg of lamb.
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
One of the chefs I love is Pierre Gagnier.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's one of the guys early on in my life that I saw he had such a sensitivity for cooking. It's a place I love.
The Samia of Rue Saint-Germain. I just had a river trout in rock salt. He brought it out and showed us. This fish really took my breath away. I had forgotten what cooking a fish in rock salt can be like.
Especially an oily fish like that.
Yes.
What a joy.
It was a joy.
Beautiful.
Ooh, London.
I go for Clark's
Clark's.
Sally
because
Clark.
she became a friend when she came and worked at Japanese. And then she took all those ideas back. She has a fixed price menu, knows all her farmers, and it feels like you're eating in somebody's home.
I like Fergus Henderson a lot. Right?
I do too.
Agree.
Yeah, I've been going there for years. I also like, there's a gastropub called Bentley's. I think
Yeah. Richard Corrigan.
Richard Corrigan, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, really good fish and chips.
And Jamie, your favorite?
Oh, it's a tricky one. I mean, I think...
You're the expert.
Well, it's my hometown, but I kind of think in the spirit of young talent, Wildflower is a new one in West London. Aaron is a great chef, cooking over fire, farm to table, organic produce, buying direct from suppliers, which I know many do, but it's just so beautiful to see the next generation of great cooks doing it. It's his life on the line, right? So I love that vulnerability, I love that youth, and I love that commitment.
So tell me about Indian restaurants, because the Indian...
Pally Hill, Avi, who is like ex-10 years at the River Cafe, cooking his mother's food from India. But the reason that this plug is worthless is that he's just left after 5 years. And he's about to open a new one.
So for London, I'm going to bring it to my native Spain, and is this amazing chef, José Pizarro, who he's been bringing for years now, decades, the best of Spain in the heart of London, and using English ingredients in the Spanish traditions. And another restaurant that was also Spain meets North Africa, Moro, which also was delicious. Last time I ate that was just unbelievable.
Yeah, Sam and Sam Clark, they do a great job. And what's beautiful about Moro is that street used to be rough as old boots, and they opened that restaurant and started cleaning the windows, and everyone copied that passion and that respect, and now the whole street is like one of the hottest streets. I love Tokyo. I used to go there a lot, but I couldn't possibly remember one name.
I can't either.
Yeah.
I was just gonna...
Tokyo is a place to love, but it's one place that is called Mibu.
Mibu.
And has only 4 tables, and you eat what he has.
Yeah.
Menu forever changing. He's probably in his mid-80s by now. And so what chef does there is just, for me, unbelievable. In a second floor, in an entrance that you will not even recognize as a restaurant. But once you are in there, every single thing, from the chopsticks to the flowers to minimalism, and then the food just speaks by itself. Mibu, it's for me unbelievable.
It's really difficult to get in some of the finest restaurants in Tokyo, and some really wonderful experiences there. But I do have to call out Daniel Calvert, who worked for us at Per Se, who now has Saison. It is a French restaurant, so it's not going to be Japanese. But he's a wonderful young chef who does a terrific job.
Is this place in the subway, Giro? We'll know it by the documentary. But across the street, it's a great thing when you know where the place is. Almost you don't even remember the name.
Yeah.
But it's a place just across the street from the entrance to Giro that specializes in the yakitori, and especially every single part of the chicken. The skin from here, the oyster, the sautilés from there. And that place alone is one of those places that sometimes you will not read in the guides, but just go to that subway,
find it,
wait online until you get your seat at the bar or anywhere, and you just start getting one by one piece of chicken. That one for me was one of my biggest surprises.
That's what I love about Japan. I mean, there's artisans who are doing one thing. A person just doing tempura, right? And they specialize in just this one technique or this one ingredient, and it's just breathtaking.
For me, I love Pizza Bianco. It's an incredible pizza. Chris Bianco's pizza crust is
There's one here?
It's,
Yes,
yeah, it's
he does.
utterly delicious. And they have a pizza on there called a Rosa, which is so good. Pine nuts,
Okay.
Yes,
rosemary,
I love it.
red onions. We were lucky to have it last night, weren't we?
Agree.
So that's definitely.
Yeah. I have to go for one of my guys, Aitor. He opened Somni, one of the most creative chefs you will ever meet. And I love him, and I love what he's doing right now. He changed the menu every other week. So whatever I recommend you today is no way, Jose, you're going to find it again.
I have to say, I like to eat in my own restaurant.
Here in Los Angeles? You have a restaurant here in Los Angeles?
I do.
You do.
You are opening restaurants beyond
Oh my
Turkey?
goodness.
Oh my God, she's a sinner.
This is a restaurant called Lulu, and it's at the Hammer
That's right.
Museum, and it's part of UCLA.
I love that.
Mine may surprise you. My favorite restaurant is Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. On a Sunday morning, fried chicken and waffles with maple syrup. I know it sounds crazy. It sounded crazy to me the first time I had it, but I just fell in love with it. So when I'm in Los Angeles, I'm at Roscoe Chicken and Waffles whenever I can.
That's good information.
Yep.
Madrid.
Jose, he can speak for all
Madrid.
He
of
can
us.
speak-
I
he
don't
can
want to
speak for all
talk
of us.
about Madrid. It's like go to every restaurant, people. You just go to every restaurant. I'm gonna get in trouble in Madrid. There's no way I'm gonna say Madrid. It's one place, but very small. But it's a chef that's so talented. And the name of the restaurant is Bistronomica. What he has, you see it. He has a little grill right in front, the fish. Few catches that he buys in the seafood market in the morning. You order and he's throwing into the grill as you speak. Just fascinating. But he makes one thing. It's called a traditional hilda, which is this kind of esquiva, this pincho that you have in the Basque Country, that usually is with an anchovy and an olive and a green pepper. But he's transformed that and he does it with tuna. That bite alone is just a bite that you want to keep having all day long. All day long.
So tell me your favorite roasted baby pig or baby lamb.
Oh, there you have
'Cause
to
there's
move
lots of
away
them.
from Madrid.
Okay,
Madrid has good ones.
Yeah.
To find the places I will say are unbelievable.
Yeah.
An hour and a half away from Madrid
Yeah.
for baby lamb is a place called Manix. It's not the most beautiful restaurant in the world, but it's the restaurant with the most heart in the world. And Marcos, the owner, you will see him in the morning, 2 hours before service, with all the baby lambs that they are no more than 3 weeks old,
So good.
only with water
So good.
and fire and smoke. He'll put it there, and he's there watching. When I go to his restaurant, I try always to arrive 2 hours before to see everything that goes before the dish is finished. And he's a guy that listens to the lambs, to the fire. He cooks with his ear. You ask him what temperature, like this is the right temperature.
What wine do you drink with that?
Heavy whites because I like my mouth to be fresh.
Yeah.
But me, I will go with a Mencia from Bierzo. There's one guy called Raul Perez, and he's making some of the best reds, new reds, I would say, for what everybody thinks about Spain. Oh,
Good luck on that one, guys.
It's hard.
it's amazing. I have to mention Pujol.
Pujol,
because-
Quintanel.
Quintonil.
Yeah, those two. Yeah.
They're
Gabriella.
really as good as you read.
Yeah, and then there is a churros stop. It's called Moro. You've been to Moro?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. The best churros
It's
I've ever had.
Gabriella's.
Contramar. Gabriela's is Contramar.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's her
Gabriela's does a
birthday
great
today,
job.
I think.
Yeah.
Last time I was in Mexico was during the mushroom season. We don't think about wild mushrooms in Mexican cooking. You see it in photos in books, but when you go in mushroom season, September, October, and morels and chanterelles and ceps, it's just astonishing.
One of my favorite restaurants is a small yakitori restaurant, Yakitori Toto. Simple, easy. They don't recognize me, so the quality of the food is the quality of the food, and the quality of the food is excellent.
Well, I have to mention Gramercy Park.
Okay.
because
Gramercy Park, yeah.
he recognizes me.
Michael.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And when I was there last time, it just felt like everything that I love about Chez Panisse. He saw that and made it happen for me.
New York.
So hard.
I like a hot dog in the streets. The first thing I ever did, and I know this is like, really? I was off a boat, 30 days on the sea. I'm walking in the streets. I'm a young sailor. And still I remember that moment, that smell of the hot dog, the ketchup, the mustard. I say, put anything you have. If it's included in the price, I'll take it all. And for me, that bite of hot dog is still, I close my eyes, it's like, okay, this is New York. This is Manhattan.
Lovely memory.
Organic, you think?
I don't think so, but that's okay.
The one I'm going to mention is a place called King. It's run by three wonderful women. I always get so excited when strong women can make it in New York, right? Like as they should be. Like we need more women in the industry, and they cook so beautifully. Great ingredients. The menu changes every day, twice a day, as far as I can work out. So you never know what's on the menu. I was there just last week, and it's really exquisite cooking. It's kind of, I would say, sort of French, rustic.
No, it's
A
got
little bit of Italian in there as well, and a little bit of English, because there's a mix of ladies running the kitchen. So yeah.
But what is the place of Marcus up in Harlem?
Red
The
Rooster.
Red Rooster. The fried chicken there is great because when, especially as a tourist, you go Manhattan, right? Midtown, Soho. We don't move from there. Go Harlem to Red Rooster, see what he's done there, which I think is unbelievable. And the fried chicken there, and many of the dishes, but the fried chicken there is just astonishing.
Beautiful.
But one thing is true. We don't have enough time in our lifetimes
No.
to enjoy the amazing bounty of cities. So me, sometimes I like to go to that city that seems is not in any guide, in any magazine, because they don't seem that city is cool enough. And you land there, and all of a sudden what you find is just amazing people with amazing things and traditions that you had no clue because nobody ever has written about it. So we all need to move away from our comfort zones and move beyond that horizon, because we're gonna discover things that are gonna be blowing our minds away. Every day I do that. I keep learning so much. We need to do that more often, I think.